Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Smith with Kobe Cummings on camera, coming to you live from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thanks for joining us today. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today featuring the South Eugene Axe and the Grants Pass Cavemen. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for tonight's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, a big thank you from Table Rock Sports. So the battle for first place today here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. The 6th ranked South Eugene Axe coming in tonight with an 8-2 overall record, 5-1 in the Southwest Conference. And the Grants Pass Cavemen currently ranked 19th, 5-3-2 overall, 4-2-1 in the conference. Grants, in their previous meeting, the Axe were victorious in that one by a score of 4-0. So the Cavemen will be looking to get some revenge here today, which would also give them a share of first place in the conference if they can pull off the victory here tonight. Taking a look at the Southwest Conference standings, the Axe in first place with their 5-1 record. Grants Pass right behind them at 4-2-1. South Medford with a 4-3 record. Roseburg 3-4-1, and North Medford and Sheldon, the last two teams in the conference. So kind of stacked up at the top of the conference, but the Cavemen could make a big statement here if they could get the win against the Axe. Taking a look at their last matchup, the Axe were 2-0 winners over Roseburg on the road. That was a week ago. Did not have a game during the week this week. The Cavers' last game was Tuesday at North Medford, and it was a 0-0 tie. The first meeting between these two teams was back on September 24th, and as I mentioned, South Eugene with the 4-0 victory. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups. Don't go away.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School. We're getting set for the start of this evening soccer action between the South Eugene Axe and the Grants Pass Cavemen. And we're going to join the starting lineups here in the stadium. Not sure if they're going to do the anthem first or the starters. We'll break away for the anthem and then we'll do the starters.
Evening fans, and welcome to Mel Ingram Field, the home of your Grants
You can
Pass
probably hear the PA announcer in the background.
To tonight's Southwest Conference soccer game between the visiting South Eugene Axe, your very own Cavemen. Fans, before we introduce the starters for each team tonight, would you please rise, gentlemen?
So we will do the anthem here in the stadium. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with those starting lineups when we come back.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. And we'll follow along on the field with the starting lineups. Number 1 is Tate Locke. He'll be the keeper. Number 2, Owen Whitney. Number 3, Tetuzu Hokari. Number 8, Teo Olson. Number 9, Gavin Williamson. Number 10 is Whit Schatz. Number 11, Zach Walker. Number 15 is Charlie Lacey. Number 17 coming out is Griffin Ray. Number 23, Anders Davidson. And number 24, Elijah Malama. Head coach is Pete Peterson for the South Eugene Axe. And now the starting lineups for the Grants Pass Cavemen. Starting as the keeper will be number 1, Jacob Moss. Other starters, number 2, Evan Miranda. Number 3, Mario Torres. Number 4, Parker Pastrell. Number 5, Tyler McIntosh. Number 7 is Porter Boersma. Number 8 is Pedro Gonzalez. Number 11 is Elijah Leach. Number 12, Abram Knight. Number 16, Tristan Gambala. And finally, number 17, Cade Brandis. Head coach is Travis Boersma. And we are about set to get things underway here from Mel Ingram Field. Once again, the battle for first place in the conference tonight as the Axe have the first place position currently. The Cavers right behind them in second place. A 5-1 record for South Eugene, a 4-2-1 record for the Cavers. Got the 3 referee alignment today, so we'll have the 2 linesmen and the 1 on-field referee. I only mention that because we do occasionally have games with only 2 referees, and they both take one half and one side of the field. But today with 3, we'll have 2 linesmen and the on-field referee. Sun just getting close to setting behind the mountain. About an hour earlier than it did when we started the season, it seems like. In fact, football games, we would spend a good portion of the first quarter with that sun right in our face, but it will be down shortly. Most of the field now in shade. Only the announcer and the cameraman with the sun in our eyes. And South Eugene will kick things off to start this first half. And we're underway here from Mel Ingram Field. And getting an early touch, Jacob Moss scoops that one up easily. Cavemen in blue, South Eugene in white. Looks like Tyler McIntosh for the Cavers out there playing with a pretty big wrap on his arm. Apparently a cast there. I imagine it's probably wrapped up to a certain extent, but either way, that's something you don't see a lot of out here. Boersma's throw-in almost sets up an opportunity for the Cavers, but that one will be a goal kick as they couldn't quite run that one down. Oh, they're going to call that a corner kick. That was Pedro Gonzalez who tried to make the play on that throw-in. Here's the corner kick. And it's headed clear. And the Axe send one wide, but Torres will slow things down. And that one out of bounds. They're going to say goal kick. Axe felt like there might have been a penalty there and maybe that they were not the last to touch it, but Cavemen got the goal kick on the play. That pass a little too high goes out of bounds. Back to the Cavemen. Lady Cavers played here on Tuesday, got their first win of the season on Tuesday. Oh, centering feet and the bicycle kick attempt just missed. Griffin Ray took the pass from Lacey. Just couldn't quite get enough air to put that one toward the net, but a nice try there. Cavers lose that one out of bounds. That centering attempt was blocked. Axe keeping it alive in the offensive end. That one was knocked down off of Torres. And it'll be a corner kick, I believe, here for the Axe. It will be. Coming over to take the corner will be Whit Shots. And a foul against the Cavemen. Free kick coming up. Walker asked for the referee to march off the distance for the wall, the one-man wall, and he's got the chalk and everything. Gonna make sure they do it right. Jacob Moss waiting in the goal. Walker ready to take this free kick. That one's going to hook wide, and it'll be a goal kick. So Walker got a little too much English on that one. And that scoring chance is erased. Moss forced to play that one on the kickback. Oh, and a miscue on the throw-in. And here's a chance for the Cavers. That shot will go just wide as McIntosh tried to put it home for Grant's pass. Tate Glock was coming out, and I think that's why McIntosh may have rushed that just a little bit as he saw the keeper coming at him and tried to put it in on the short side, couldn't get it done. Ooh, and that's going to be a foul against the Cavemen, and that one's kind of like the inadvertent handball. There was no intent there. It was just kind of a miscue that resulted in the penalty call there. Here's a chance for the Axe. That one goes wide off the left foot of Hikari. And that one out of bounds. It'll be a throw in. Not sure why. I thought that would have been a caveman throw in, but nonetheless, we're back underway. Oh, and a push in the back there. Torres just ran over Malama, and it'll be a free kick coming up for South Eugene. Caver's able to clear that centering feed off the foot of Walker. Now another foot race as McIntosh is given chase. Trying to put some pressure on this Axe defense. Brandis battling over there or with Lacey. Brandis gets knocked down but wins the battle. And it'll be a kick for the Cavemen. Nice little give and go, but the defense able to knock it aside. And that one was out of bounds. It'll be Cavemen throw in right below us here. I may have missed a substitution. I see Cy Isabel down there on the field, and he was not one of the starters, but he's out there now, so mention him. 1-on-3, and the one wins on that battle. Some good passing by the Cavemen, but doesn't result in a scoring chance. That one sent back in, right into the hands of Glock. That was Knight with that blast. First 10 minutes of this half had been spent at one end of the field or the other, but we're getting some good midfield action here as the teams are trading blows. And we got to stop here as referee talking to Cy Isabel there. Not sure what that was about, but Cavemen will have the throw in here. South Eugene with some good passing here, keeping this possession going, and that one will result in a caveman throw-in as Torres, well, Torres was going to take it. Now Knight will come over. And a sub waiting to come in. And they will whistle in Kenley Sheard into the match. And that one is going to go against the Axe. A little too aggressive there from Malama as he played the body instead of the ball, which you see a lot of, but that one was pretty aggressive there. I'm not much of a soccer referee, but I could make that call from up here. Sheard made a move that got the fans excited, and a whistle, and a free kick coming up for South Eugene. And again, that one went against Kenley Sheard, but it was again another situation where there was no intent there. It was more bad timing that resulted in that physical contact. Sheard's an aggressive player, and he'll get after guys, but that wasn't the case there. That was just a poorly timed. And that's going to go against the Cavemen. I didn't see a flag go up, so I think that was a foul call against McIntosh. I didn't see an offsides on that play. And there's an example of the inadvertent nature of a handball. I believe that's Cade Brandis going to tee this one up. And that one will go out of bounds for the goal kick. Sub coming in for the Cavemen. Reed Hood into the match for Grants Pass. Can't mention Cade Brandis without giving a shout out to my favorite out-of-town family over in Texas. Said this a few weeks ago, but I'll say it again. If you're watching these games from somewhere outside of Oregon or outside of the Rogue Valley, go ahead and throw a comment onto YouTube or onto TableRockSports.net and let us know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see where the friends and family are for some of these players. Flag is up for an offside call. They're not going to like this because that offside came, that kick goes all the way down the street from Sheard. But the flag had gone up on the previous attack And then on the second effort, the whistle finally came, but it's one of those strange things, the way soccer is officiated. I've never understood why linesmen just don't get a whistle. The flag goes up for offsides, let them whistle it dead. And now sometimes they let them play on if the advantage goes away, but generally it would make more sense to me if they could just whistle it dead, but that's not how they do it. So we get plays like that instead. Oh, and a steal, but it out of bounds, so the Cavemen will get it right back, as Hikari had picked the pocket of Torres momentarily, but lost it out of bounds. Light's starting to take hold here as the sun has gone down, and give a shout out to the South Eugene team for agreeing to take this later start, as this game originally was scheduled for 1 o'clock. And we got a substitute waiting to come in. The flag is up, but the referee hasn't. And the play starts, so he'll have to wait till the next one. Nothing on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. It's the South Eugene Axe and the Grants Pass Cavemen in a battle for the top of the Southwest Conference standings. Cavers with a chance here. And the foot race is won by Glock as McIntosh was given chase. McIntosh did a good job there of staying aggressive all the way to the point of contact and then avoiding the contact. Oh, and Torres with a nice tackle to take that one away. And he's spilled to the ground. This will be a free kick coming up for the Cavemen. And Torres will take this free kick for Grants Pass. Going to send it to the left side. And able to clear that was Walker. McIntosh battling with Whitney. And this will be a goal kick as Whitney was able to hold him off. Sub comes in. Saul Bramall into the match for South Eugene. Another nice play there by Torres. Well, South Eugene is not shy about their possession game on that back line. They're very confident in their passing, including with the keeper Glock. And so far it hasn't hurt them, but those situations can become dangerous in a hurry. Down under the 15-minute mark here in the first half. Still no score on our John L. Scott scoreboard. And we're going to get a stoppage here. Referee coming over to have a word with the South Eugene bench. Not sure, can't quite hear what that discussion's about. Now he's going to head over to the Grants Pass bench, I believe, as well. Having a word with the linesman. We're going to tick a couple more seconds off our clock and sync up with the stadium clock. And so, referee talks to both benches, talks to his linesman. And Grants Pass going to send some subs in here. A little confusion about who's coming in, who's going out. The linesman coming over. And now they're not going to let the subs in. It looked like the referee had signaled them in. Linesman comes over and says, no, they can't go in. And he's still having a discussion with the coach from South Eugene, and now we're finally back underway, and now we'll have substitutions. I don't know what all of that was about, but coming into the match, Reed Hood, Will Spagnolo for Grants Pass, and I believe that was Lacey coming back in for South Eugene. Man, I may have missed Ryan Copeland, also in the game for South Eugene. And here come the Axe with a chance. This is going to be a foot race, and coming out is Moss to make the play just ahead of Walker. Walker wisely laid off that right at the end. Anytime the keeper is close enough to make a play, you You've got to avoid that contact because you'll lose that call every time. And that'll be a foul against the Axe as Sheard got pushed from behind. Free kick coming up. Can't take these free kicks for granted. We had 2 goals in the girls' game on Tuesday, both scored by Jasmine Campbell. Both were better than 30 meters out. So with even bigger legs on this boys' team, you can't take any of these kicks for granted. Cavers with the takeaway here. They've got numbers to push that front line ahead. And that one will be played by Glock. Malama with the deep throw in sets up a chance here for the Axe. Wide open on the left side and putting it home is number 3. But wait a minute, did we get an offsides call there or did we get the goal? No, I think we got the goal. Things weren't resetting as quickly as I expected. And so South Eugene goes on top. 1-0 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Asa Noteboom. Zach Petrina into the match. And Lorenzo Burgess also into the match, all for South Eugene. And a 1-0 score. South Eugene with the lead. We hit the 10-minute mark remaining here in the first. Another chance for the Axe as they send it wide. And that one will be cleared out. I believe that was Miranda with the clear for Grants Pass. Here's another chance for the Axe. That one right into the hands of Moss off the foot of Malama. Good blast there, but right to the keeper. So South Eugene sustaining some pressure here late in this first half. They've got the 1-0 lead, trying to add to it. Caveman sends one deep. Or they send one deep, I should say. Boersma with the throw in, trying to get it to Sheard, but got past Kenley Sheard, and the Axe will try and push it ahead. Now Sheard with the steal. And I thought we were going to get a whistle for an injury, but now they'll play on. And they're going to stop the clock here. We may get a card. I believe this is going to go on Kenley Sheard. He doesn't like it, and I don't necessarily disagree with him. The player on the ground there, I believe that was Schatz, he was being fouled by Sheard, and he did kind of a scissor move with the legs to make it look worse than it was. And so Sheard gets the yellow card at the 6:57 mark. But I'm not sure I agree with that one, but nonetheless, we put that into the books, and Sheard will have to sit down, probably be it for him in this first half. They could still put him back in, but not sure if we'll see him again in the half. And a free kick coming up for the Axe. And they'll play the possession game. Torres coming out of the pack, gets it ahead. Oh, nice little touch pass, gets it over to Boersma. That was Holst with the touch pass. Didn't get to mention Jacob Holst also came into the game at one of the previous stoppages there. Seems like emotion starting to run a little high down there on the field. Free kick coming up. And that one sails just high. That was off the foot. I believe that's Abram Knight who took that. And I apologize, our clock is not operating, but we'll get that fixed here. 5:30 remaining in this first half. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Eugene 1, Grants Pass nothing. It's been an excellent first half so far as that one ends up in the bleachers. Give that kid some bubble gum. That's what they used to do at the Little League. We used to have the tickets. Could turn the tickets in for gum or other things. Sub coming in for the Cavemen. McIntosh back into the match. You know, it's funny if you think about how Little League, they're chasing down every foul ball. They don't want to lose any more of the balls than they have to. But you watch the Major League games and a ball touches the ground and they take it out of play and put in a new ball, let alone if it's actually hit with a bat. South Eugene sends one deep, but Moss right there to pick it up. one sent wide, but it'll get out of bounds. Burgess not able to get there in time. And the Cavemen turn it over here. Another chance for South Eugene. That one off the post. No chance for the putback attempt, but a beautiful try by Witt Schatz. Just about put that one home. So Schatz was just inches from making this a 2-0 game. Cavemen pinned in their side of the field here, trying to get it back out to midfield, and Moss mishits that a little bit, puts it out of bounds. So South Eugene plays one of the best possession games I think I've seen in a while. They spread the field well. They make good passes. They're very patient. And I believe that's going to be handball. The Axe want to push the issue quickly. Now the Cavemen take it away. Minute and a half remaining in this first half. 1-0 South Eugene with the lead on our John L. Scott scoreboard. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night. Couple of headers trying to set up a chance for the Cavers, and an injured Caveman player. I believe that's McIntosh. He got banged on that header attempt. Caveman bench wanted a penalty on that. We'll get our clock synced up with the stadium. And McIntosh will head to the bench. Gambala will come back into the match to replace Tyler McIntosh. Going to have a drop kick here. For the Axe. Not sure what happened there. The Axe sent that one deep, but nobody really giving chase. Let it go right to Moss. And that one's going to be another pushing penalty against the Axe. 30 seconds to go. The Cavemen looking to get one last scoring chance here. But once again, South Eugene takes it away. And now they've still got time for an attack. 20 seconds remain. You'll have to disregard our clock there, having issues keeping that one going. I won't say it's operator error. 10 seconds to go, but that's what it is. 5 seconds to go, and that one will scoot out of bounds. That's going to do it for this first half. After one half of play, South Eugene with the playing the possession game in this first half, and they have the lead after one half of play on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene 1, Grants Pass nothing. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, and we are at the half of the battle for first place in the Southwest Conference, and the current first place team in the lead after one half of play. South Eugene 1, Grants Pass nothing on our John L. Scott scoreboard, and that lone goal, I think I may have made the wrong call on the live play, but it was Tetsuzo Hokari with the goal. I believe I may have given credit to Whitney on that play. I can't go back to play the audio, so we'll pretend I got it right. But either way, the goal credited to Hokari. That was at the 10:07 mark, and we've got a replay of that one. The entire front line for the South Eugene Axe got a touch on that play. Finally, the left winger, Hokari, put it home. And let's see if we can take a look at that replay. So they get it across the center, and then the pass made, and plenty of time for Hokari to settle it down and get a good shot off. And that's how we got to the 1-0 score, with South Eugene leading after one. And definitely a difference in styles between these two teams. Grants Pass likes to go fast. They make a lot of short passes. they'll occasionally send balls deep and chase them down to set up their offense, where South Eugene plays a very controlled game. They're a good possession team, good spacing, making a lot of long passes, but their style leaves them susceptible to the style of Grants Pass. So super entertaining first half, should be just as entertaining in the second half. We will take another break and come back with the second half of action here from Mel Ingram Field. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernOregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Or a coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sundays, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night, and Coach Travis Boersma got his team out here early, taking some early warm-ups, giving them a pretty lengthy pep talk down there. Now they break up the huddle, and we're a couple minutes away from the kickoff of the second half. We'll take another break and be back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night.
45 years, RVTD has been the way to go in the Rogue Valley. We celebrate others making a difference in our amazing community, like La Clinica. La Clinica provides affordable medical, dental, and behavioral health services for all, especially those who face barriers to care. With 26 neighborhood health centers and school-based clinics throughout the Rogue Valley,
La Clinica is for everyone, helping patients live their healthiest lives possible.
Way to go, La Clinica!
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Cavemen will have the kickoff here to start the second half, and they are trailing on the John L. Scott scoreboard by a score of 1-0. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Both teams on the field. And we are underway here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. Tyler McIntosh back on the field. So that's good news for the Cavemen, as he was shaken up late in that first half, but he's back out there now. First place on the line here in the Southwest Conference. Cavers will move atop the standings with a win today, and South Eugene will remain at the top if they can get a win or a tie in tonight's contest. Chance for the Axe here with a throw in deep in the Caveman defensive zone. Boersma sends one ahead. Oh, but a beautiful tackle to get the takeaway there. That foul going to be called against South Eugene. No, I'm sorry, they're going to call that against the Cavemen. And that's going to be another penalty against the Cavemen. A little too much playing the body once again, and not enough playing the ball. And they're going to walk off the wall once again as the Axe requests it. Boersma, the wall, the lone player serving as the wall here. And that one is up and out of bounds. So a nice attempt there from Shots, but it goes high and wide. And the Axe have decided to come out aggressive here in this second half. They're sending a lot of bodies toward the box here in this first 5 minutes, or not quite 5 minutes. Cavemen looking to take advantage, pushing it up the side as everybody was on the run there. Porter Boersma takes the throw in. And the Cavemen turn it over. Chance for the Axe. And that one into the back of the net. Scored by number 15, Charlie Lacey. And the Axe take a 2-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard at the 35-26 mark. Lacey puts it home. And South Eugene leads 2-0. So South Eugene came out looking to be more aggressive, and it pays off here. Not even 5 minutes into this second half, and they now lead 2-0. Brandis comes out of the pack with that one. Gets it all the way ahead to Isabel. Isabel will send one toward the center. Keeper Glock was anticipating playing that, but it didn't reach the box, so he backed off. And the Axe send one wide. Foot race on here. Battle for that was won by the Cavers as they took it away from Williamson. But now the Axe get it back. And Torres bodied off of that ball. And he's hobbled a little bit here. It's going to be a free kick for the Cavemen. Sort of a mismatch there. Malama. And a steal for the Axe. Hokari sent that one in, but it's turned away by the Caver defense. And now the Axe forced to drop it back to the keeper. And good effort from McIntosh. And then that one sent in right to the keeper, Glock. I believe that was Boersma over there taking that one from that left corner. But McIntosh had made the nice play to force Glock to make the play on that. Little touch pass, trying to get it to McIntosh. Just a little deflection play. And And that call is going to go against South Eugene. And a little grin on the face of Schatz. I think he knew he tried to get away with something there, and he got caught. I didn't actually see what happened, but when the referee gave the explanation, you could see as he walked away, he got that grin on his face, like he knew what had happened there, but he was trying to sell it. Brandis sends one deep, and I couldn't see who headed that. It was either Miranda or Boersma maybe, or no, Miranda's not down there, maybe Gonzalez. But either way, it goes into the hands of the keeper, Glock. Oh, and a miscue on that kickback almost set up a golden opportunity for Olsen. But the Caver is able to clear it away. Little give and go play. Here comes Boersma up the left side. He'll center one, but that'll go out of bounds. That last play, Brandis trying to drop that to Moss, but he kind of got on top of it a little bit. He didn't quite get it squarely, but Moss able to get there just in time to clear it away. Players shaken up for the Cavemen. It's number 2, Evan Miranda, injured on the play. Reed Hood will come in for Miranda, and Saul Bramall is waiting to check to come in for South Eugene. South Eugene coach having another word with the linesman. There's been a lot of contention on this near sideline between the coaches and the linesman and even the referee. Clock sends one to midfield. Battle between the two 17s is won momentarily by Grant's pass, but now the Axe will get it back. Gambala did a nice job there trying to get through 3 different South Eugene players before they finally got it back. Beautiful passing game by the Axe once again, but that one turned aside by Brandis. Centering attempt is just past Lacey, who tried to head it home but couldn't quite catch up to it. 10 minutes gone by here in this second half on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Eugene leading 2-0. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Smells like barbecue out there. I had tri-tip for dinner, but I could go for some more barbecue. Another chance for South Eugene, but Moss gets there ahead of Lacey. And he'll wait for things to clear out before he sends it down. Different so far in this second half is South Eugene came out more aggressive, and they're winning a lot more of the 50-50 balls here. And that's going to go against South Eugene again. Schatz had the advantage on that, but he chose to play the body first. when he really had the advantage already, and he gets called for the penalty. Dangerous kick back there, but Glock able to clear it. Oh, and a turnover at midfield. And Boersma loses it over the sideline. Oh, beautiful centering attempt by Lacey, but an equally beautiful play by Moss to grab that one as it came across the mouth of the goal. I don't believe Lacey was shooting that. I think he was trying to pass that across in front. He had help on the far post, but Moss made the play. And referee pointed the wrong way on that. The fans were getting a little restless there as the hand first went up. The foul goes against South Eugene, although I got to say on that one, Torres did a good job of not, I wouldn't say selling the call, but making the penalty happen. He put himself in a position to draw that penalty. And Malama really just toying with the caveman right now. Just ball kept coming back to him, and he'd reset. Now a chance for South Eugene. And that one will be sent high and wide off the foot of Griffin Ray. Griffin Ray. Hokari was the one-man wrecking crew down there for a while, and then he finally dropped it to Ray. (21-6). That's Petrina and Burgess into the match for the South Eugene Axe. And a free kick coming up for South Eugene. They quickly take it. They love this ball control game, and they're very good at it. Foot race here. They'll kick it back to the keeper, Glock. McIntosh in pursuit, but Glock gets it wide. Torres sends one ahead. Dylan Crocker had trouble with that one. Finally gathered it up, but now the whistle blows and a free kick coming up for Grants Pass. They went quickly last time they had a free kick. I think they'll choose to turn this into a scoring opportunity. Referee moving the ball back. Mario Torres will take the free kick. Torres was ready to go, and now the ref coming over, having a word with the wall setup. They were kind of doing a little duck and weave, moving toward the ball and then backing up. And Torres was going to take it either way, but the ref came in to settle things down. Torres with the cross. Oh, gets past everyone. Grants Pass saying that was touched. Hoping to get the corner kick, and I believe they will get the corner kick. Jacob Holst will take the corner kick. Sent it out high looking for Gambala, but here come the Axe the other way with it. Malama controlling, watched by Torres. And Malama finally drops it back. Oh, and a turnover almost cost Grants Pass there. Luckily, they chip it away. Fans getting a little frustrated with the effort down there as Parker Pastrell forced to kick that one out of bounds. Now there'll be a battle in the corner. And it's going to be Grants Pass ball. Subs coming in. Looks like Sheard going to come back in. Also coming in is Spagnolo for Grants Pass. And coming over, hoping to get in there, will be Calderon Arceo, but he's not going to get in until the next whistle. He got over there a little too late. Malama with the left foot, that one blocked. Down under the halfway mark here this second half. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, the Southwest Conference leading South Eugene Axe are leading in this one tonight 2-0. Sub coming in now for the Axe. Adele Calderon Arceo into the match. Grants Pass sends one deep. Sheard giving chase. And Glock will send it all the way to the other end. This will be playable for Moss as he traps it and picks it up. This South Eugene attack has been impressive here in this second half. They've really been in control for most of the half. There's been a couple of rushes for Grants Pass, but this possession game played by South Eugene has been pretty dominant so far halfway through this second half. That one turned away by Pastrell. And a sub coming in, Caleb Gallus will come in for South Eugene. Also in for the Cavers, Boersma back into the match. Also coming in, Cy Isabel. And Brandish shaken up on the play as he made a nice play to force that play to go out of bounds off of South Eugene. And they're calling for the coaching staff. They haven't stopped the clock. Well, now the clock in the stadium has stopped. I never saw the whistle and the hands go up to stop it. But Brandis injured on the play, being tended to down along the sideline. And the referee calling for a substitute to come in for Kate Brandis. And so Tristan Gambala will get right back into the match. And that's hopefully Brandis will be all right. He's a big part of the Caveman defense. It's a solid presence back there. That one will get out of bounds, be a throw in for the Cavemen. Down under the 15-minute mark remaining here in the second half. Grants Pass Cavemen trailing the South Eugene Axe 2-0 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Another chance here for the Axe. That centering try cleared out by the Cavemen. Good job there to avoid the high kick, as Spagnolo got it away from the Axe player. Well, they almost lose that out the sideline. Kick it back to Glock, and Sheard in pursuit, trying to force the action here. Trying to force the Axe into a mistake, but they clear it down. And now a kick back to Moss. Cavemen just having trouble getting anything going here in this second half. They've had a couple of rushes early, but they're struggling to string more than a couple of passes at a time together and advance the ball up the field very effectively. Lacey back in the match. Gavin Williamson also out there for South Eugene. And that one will be a throw-in for the Cavemen, but every time it looks like the Cavemen have a chance to move the ball down the field. Another Axe player steps in, makes a good play. Well, now there won't be a throw-in. There's going to be a free kick for the Axe. Not sure who they called that penalty. It might have been on Sheard, but I didn't see it. Sheard was the last one to make a play on that ball. Chance for the Axe. And Moss makes the play as Katrina couldn't get much on that one. And another substitution. Couple subs coming in, one for each team. Good news for Grants Pass. One of those subs, Cade Brandis, getting set to come back in. And his counterpart, the other 17, Griffin Rea, also back into the match for South Eugene. Ticking down near the 10-minute mark, still 2-0. South Eugene leading. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Centering feed turned aside by the Cavemen. Sent it wide, tried to get it over to Ryan Copeland, but he kind of made a stutter step, and then the ball was too far for him to reach it, so the Cavemen will have a throw in. Dangerous throw in out to the center of the field. And that blast turned aside, but the putback attempt is good. I believe that's number 13, Saul Bramall, at the 9:30 mark. And it's 3-0. So Grant's Pass falling deeper into a hole here, now trailing 3-0. Dylan Crocker will come into the match for Grants Pass. Now Brandis going to move up to that front line for Grants Pass. Grants Pass looking for an answer here, trying to mix things up a little bit. Centering feed, and that one cleared aside by, I believe that's Whitney. Cavers trying to make some noise here. They could get that goal back. It would give them a little bit of, put a little bit of fire under them there. Big collision. Both players seem to be okay. Play moves on. Kenley Sheard keeping the possession going. Gets it wide. I believe that's Boersma. Tried to center to Brandis, but it's sent back out toward midfield. That one chipped in, and a foot race is won by Glock. Looked like Gambala sent that one in. Giving chase was Spagnolo, but Glock able to get there first. Now they're going to say that throw-in was a legal attempt, and so the Cavemen turn it over. Asa Noteboom into the match. Chance here for the Axe. As Gallus took the throw in. And a sub coming in for the Cavemen. Jacob Holst set to enter. Holst replacing Gambala. Five minutes remaining. South Eugene on top, 3-0. Here comes Grants Pass on the attack. Centering feed by Gonzalez. cleared out. Moss coming all the way out. He's not able to make a play on it. A collision. And this is going to be a goal kick, I believe, or maybe a free kick. Yeah, we're going to have a free kick for the Cavemen. That one all the way to midfield, but Boersma couldn't track it down. Flag is up on the near side, I believe, for a handball, but now the whistle blows. So it's going to be a free kick, I believe, for South Eugene. Oh, no, I think the linesman on the near side was indicating that the linesman on the far side had his flag up. So it's going to be a free kick for the Cavemen. I was looking at the linesman on the near side. I thought he had made a call, but he was just indicating that the flag was up on the other side of the field. Down under 3 minutes to go. Cavemen need 3 goals in less than 3 minutes just to even things up. Gonzalez sends it ahead. Tried to get it ahead to Isabel, but that Caveman front line starting to look a little bit winded. Their legs are getting weary. They've been running most of the field trying to make something happen, and you can definitely see on a few of those balls that get sent wide that the fatigue is setting in. Here's a chance. That one will go wide as Isabel goes down in frustration as he knew he had an opportunity there. Down just over a minute and a half remaining. And a whistle. Not sure what that was for, other than it allows the Axe to burn another 5 or 10 seconds off here. They were trying to get it started quickly, and referee put an end to that. Under a minute to go. Brandis with the attack. Had it knocked away, and they clear it out. Throw in coming up for the Cavemen. Looking to make one last push as it ticks down near the 30-second mark. Well, they stop the clock as they do at the end of these games. Torres with it'll send one in deep. Boersma with a little shove there trying to get possession. He does get possession. He centers it. It goes all the way to the corner, but Isabel can't keep it in bounds, and the clock will tick down, and this one is going to end. And the South Eugene Axe will protect their first place in the standings with a convincing 3-0 victory here at Mel Ingram Field. Our final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: South Eugene 3, Grants Pass nothing. We'll take a quick break, come back and wrap things up. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Yes! Yes! Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Mel Ingram Field here at Grants Pass High School and the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. And this one is a final with the South Eugene Axe taking the victory and preserving their position atop the Southwest Conference standings. A 3-0 victory. 2 goals in the second half. The first one at the 35-26 mark was put in by Charlie Lacey. And at the 9:30 mark, the second one put in by Saul Bramall. And that made it 3-0, and that's the final score tonight. South Eugene improves to 9-2 overall, 6-1 in the conference. Grants Pass drops to 5-4-2. And a 4-3-1 conference record. That'll do it for us here from Grants Pass High School. we'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank the Grants Pass High School Athletic Director Clay Ronceville for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. We'd also love to give a shout-out to head coaches Pete Peterson for South Eugene and Travis Boersma for Grants Pass. Our next Table Rock Sports broadcast, well, go to TableRockSports.net and check it out there. See when upcoming games are coming. I believe we will have some sort of action on Tuesday night. Not sure exactly which games we'll be covering, but like I said, go to TableRockSports.net and look for your team's next games here on Table Rock Sports. Once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: South Eugene 3, Grants Pass nothing. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Kobe Cummings on camera, I'm Jeff Smith saying thanks for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.